Welcome to episode 8 of Location, 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 the series where we discuss the potential stage possibilities of various video game characters if they were added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you don't know the rules of the series by now, be sure to go watch previous episodes in the series on a playlist on my channel to check them out. And without further ado, let's get on to the characters. And this one's going to be a little rough for me to do. With as many Mario series characters as we have in Smash, not even when you count the sub-series like the DK and Yoshi series, the Mario roster still somehow feels incomplete. But the main losses so far seem to be ones like Captain Toad and a certain purple person we'll talk about in a future episode. Captain Toad is kind of highly debated among Smash fans if he's deserving of a spot or if he would even work. I mean, he is his own unique established character now, and that is much more interesting than your just regular everyday Toad that people have been wanting for years. But anyway, what stage would this Explorer bring? Well, with only one game, this shouldn't be too hard to pick one. I was originally thinking of maybe one of the boss fight levels such as the dragon or the bird bosses and they could be stage hazards, but then I remembered the train level. A moving train stage would definitely be a lot more unique, much like the Captain Toad character himself, playing similar to stages like Big Blue or the Spirit Track stage. It would be fun to have another stage that moves and drags you off stage if you get off the vehicle. Another perk of this character is that we would get 2 characters for 1 slot if we throw in the Captain Toadette skin as well. It still is rather odd how we have Rathalos as a boss in this game, and even a special boss arena to fight him in the World of Light, with no other Monster Hunter content in the game at all. No spirits, stage, or anything. Rathalos counts as both a boss and an assist trophy. That's something, I guess. But I don't know, the whole thing just seems strange. So what would happen if we got a nameless Monster Hunter to join the roster? Though the game isn't on the Switch, easily the most popular and coincidentally most recent Monster Hunter game is Monster Hunter World. So a stage based on a location there seems fitting. One option would be the hub world area, Astera, or the research base. Or if we wanted a more action area like where the monsters live, a generic place like the Ancient Forest would do well since that is where Rathalos appears in the game, and we could reuse that asset and make him not only a World of Light boss, but also a boss on the stage as well. If we were to somehow get a Killer Instinct character because of its history on Nintendo consoles, as well as the nowadays collaboration of Nintendo and Microsoft, I would hope it would be Fulgore. Fulgore is just a much more interesting character than the bland ninja protagonist Jago. Plus, as many have said, we need more villain-like characters, and Fulgore stands much more from the crowd and I believe is still a fan favorite of the franchise. I mean, he's on all the box arts. Plus, we have enough ninjas and not enough robots. With the inclusion of Fulgore, the stage would make sense to be his home stage from the latest Killer Instinct game, being the Ultra Tech headquarters, the place where Fulgore was made. In design to how the stage in the game looks, I could see the stage being modified to seem a little similar to the Shadow Moses Island stage, with multiple platforms with possible walls on both sides that may or may not collapse. A simple stage with no real hazard, just a good looking stage with a factory background and high-rise platforms, much like as you see in the trailer. I love the debate going on about Agumon and Digimon in general when it comes to Smash. How technically, even though the anime is the most popular version of the franchise, and how the games are more or less based on the anime, the franchise did technically start as a game, being those Tomodachi handheld game things. And much like Pikachu and Pokemon, Agumon is the default mascot of the series because it was at the forefront of the anime. And also watching people try to come up with movesets for Agumon is hilarious too, trying to incorporate Digivolving, while trying to balance it. I think maybe one day I'll take my own crack at making a moveset for him. Anyway, onto the stage. It's quite hard to pinpoint one, as there has really never been a centralized location in the franchise, just the digital world that changes from each iteration of games and shows and movies. If I had to sit down and pick one like Sakurai does, I would pick one from the upcoming game Digimon Survive, but as we have very little information of that game, it's hard to name one. But having the powers of Sakurai, he'd probably get an early look at the game like he has for other characters and would probably select a location from it. So until we get more info on Digimon Survive, we'll just be leaving a big placeholder here for it.
Ah, hello.
I'm honestly kind of glad I'm making a series discussing stage possibilities instead of moveset possibilities when it comes to characters like this. My Dark Souls knowledge is super limited. Remember that leak from a while ago that had a Dark Souls boss as a playable character, when everyone thought it would be Solaire if we did get a character? Honestly, I believe the boss thing more. As I did research, Solaire is just kind of a side character. Why would he get the character slot? I guess being one of the few named characters just instantly thrusts you into that position. Anyway, onto the stage. You know the Mario Maker stage and how it's different every time you load it? Well, let's take that same concept but apply that to Dark Souls. Dark Souls is mostly known for its big boss fights, right? So let's have a stage be a simple boss battle arena, and then each time you load it up, a different fan favorite boss appears in the background to do battle with the chosen undead, and possibly even interact with the fight. I could see a small handful of fan favorite bosses from across the Dark Souls games being chosen, maybe around 5-ish, as I'm sure animating boss fights for a background would be a lot of work, so there probably can't be a whole lot of options. But enough to satisfy the Dark Souls fans. Just call the stage boss fight or something like that. Dark Souls fans, let me know in the comment section below which Dark Souls bosses you would choose to appear in the background of this stage. 8 down and 2 more to go. What did you think? What would you alter or change completely? Be sure to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below, and be sure to subscribe for the final 2 episodes of this series. And Dark Souls fans, remember, leave your boss suggestions down there too. Until next time, see you later.